Yeah, hello? No, I'm recording the freestyle right now. I'm recording for the channel. Yep, can't talk, not at all. Sorry about that. What's good, y'all? I'm Daniel Omach. Welcome to the freestyle. Today, we are covering a very important topic, the raging battle in the land of mobile devices between Androids and iPhones. I will be covering the things that I like and dislike about Androids, things that I like and dislike about iPhones, and why I decided to switch to iPhone. Yep, you heard correctly, you saw that correctly. After 10 great years with Android, I'm now on Team iPhone. I'm a new man, went through a little metamorphosis. In the words of the esteemed R&B artist Bryson Tiller, I'm back and I'm better.
I'm back and I'm better.
No, but seriously, is there a better marketing achievement than the blue bubble, green bubble dynamic? I mean, I'm on Team Blue Bubble now and I feel valuable. I feel worthy. And it may sound dramatic, but I feel like I may have lost some friendships because I had an Android. No, of course I'm joking. But am I? There was really no end to the Android jokes and scorn. And of course, you know, a lot of the memes were hilarious. Just hilarious.
Hilarious.
Like this one, or this one, or this one. Yeah, no, this one was actually kind of funny to me. So funny. Love it. So funny. So I was an Android user for over 10 years, and I loved Androids for 3 primary reasons. Number 1, variety. Number 2, customizable experience. And number 3, innovation. So on the variety piece, Androids were so cool because you can have so many different phones. You can have a Samsung Galaxy, an LG, a OnePlus, a Google Pixel, and for me that was fun. It felt like when it was time to get a new phone, I was really getting a new experience. And whether or not I actually changed the type of phone that I had, knowing that I had that option felt good. The second piece is a customizable experience between widgets, which as of iOS 14, Apple now has, great stuff. Took you long enough. No, it's okay, I'm on Team iPhone. Between widgets, icons, launchers, Androids really felt like a phone for builders. And you know, some people don't care about those kinds of things at all. For me, I really wanted to put my stamp and my imprint on my phone experience. I wanted it to feel, this is Daniel's phone. I wanted it to feel like that. And the last reason was the emphasis on innovation. The variety actually gave way to a lot of unique and new features like on-screen fingerprinting, Face ID before Apple's Face ID, split screen so you can use 2 apps at once, and more. And also, I'll add a bonus reason. The cameras were really good compared to the iPhone, in my opinion. My last phone was a Google Pixel. The things that I care a lot about when I take a picture are saturation. Does it look natural? Does it look bright enough? Does it look boring? And then the edges and the outlines of figures, people, things. Those are the 2 things I cared the most about, and the Google Pixel got that balance really well, and every picture looked incredibly crisp. All right, now on some things I disliked about Android. Honestly, most of my Android dislikes came from the fact that apps treated Androids as an afterthought. You can tell in your experience. Snapchat, Instagram, the camera experience, you've seen some of the memes from before. It was constant. My friends constantly replied to me, did you film this from a walnut? Or did, you know, what is going on? Or just the classic, get an iPhone. So the way Snapchat and Instagram built their apps was for iPhones, with Androids as something that they just threw in. Lots of users to capture here. So the camera experience was always terrible. And what I ended up doing on my Snapchat or Instagram, if you follow me, I took a lot of pictures. The pictures looked fine. I didn't post that many videos because they just tended to look really rough. And now on to the iPhone. This is the iPhone 12. I don't have a Pro or a Max, So I like the iPhone for 3 key reasons. Number 1, smoothness factor. I'll explain what that is shortly. Number 2, integration value. And number 3, uniformity. And I didn't expect uniformity to be a reason that I would like a phone, but I will get into that. So the first reason, smoothness factor. What do I mean by that? There's something that you can just feel in using the phone, especially coming from a former Android user. It feels like the apps were made to be used on iPhone. Not even just apps in terms of the camera issue that I mentioned before, but apps that I use like ESPN and the score. The animations are smoother. There's, no latency. And oftentimes the apps were made to especially run well on Apple devices. Even though Androids supposedly have over 75% of the global phone market share, Apple sells the most devices per model. So if you have an app or you have a game, you want to make sure that they run correctly and smoothly on an Apple device because they sell so many devices per each of their models. And another tidbit on the smoothness factor are just the giant icons. They're pleasant to look at. You can see them extremely clearly. Sometimes it makes me feel like I'm elderly when using the phone, which is okay. But it's just easy to use and it gives a smoothness that I didn't expect to enjoy so much. And the other piece, little things like that button on the top left to jump back into the last app, crispy. Second reason I like it is for integration. So even though I've been using Androids for, over the last 10 years, I've always had, or most of the time had a MacBook because I used to be a DJ. And I never thought about it, but it's really nice that my phone works so well with my MacBook, and it just adds that extra integration layer that makes the experience smoother. And the last piece is there's a community that's created with Apple's approach. If you have an Android or you have a friend that joins Android, you're not really going to have a guaranteed similar experience. They might have an LG, you might have a Google phone or a Samsung or a Huawei or any of the other vendors, and there's just not a guarantee that your experience will be similar enough for you all to celebrate it. When I got an iPhone, my friends got so excited and basically wanted to throw a party, which I don't know if I was excited by that or saddened by it. Either way, that was the reality, and it's because they knew, wow, our experience is going to be the same. We have iMessage now. We can move all of our WhatsApp chats to that. My girlfriend was excited that we can move off of WhatsApp video chat and onto FaceTime. It has, it's transformed our relationship. Just kidding. Am I? Okay, now onto the things I dislike about iPhone. Number 1, the settings app. Why can't I access it through the drop-down menu on either one of the sides? It's really weird for me, and maybe it's an Android-centric view, but settings is something that I'm gonna need so often. Yes, it's on the home page, that's fine, I should be able to find it, but why can't I just find it from anywhere by swiping down into settings? I hate that. I don't like that, and I think I'd love to see that change. The second thing is the text cursor. Don't love it. You hold down and then you move it. Can be really janky. Sometimes it highlights the word when I don't want it to highlight the word. A lot of times it puts it in the wrong place. I end up deleting a whole sentence just to move one word or add an N. It is not my favorite thing. Next, moving apps is brutal on the iPhone. You have to put it into jiggle mode, and then sometimes you'll float over a space that you want the app to go, but you have to like shake the app up and down in order for it to actually go there. I don't like that. It feels very difficult, and sometimes you move an app to a place and it pushes one of your other apps to another page, which I understand that's part of it, but it feels like I have to make a sacrifice. I don't want to make a sacrifice. I just want to move an app. And the last thing that the iPhone can work on is the camera. Yes, I know. I don't have the 12 Pro. I don't have the 12 Pro Max. I have some friends that have it though, and I have tried it. There's a saturation issue. I don't know a ton about film or cameras, but I know that when I compare the pictures of my friend Julian's Google Pixel and my iPhone, the pictures on my iPhone look dry. They look like unseasoned chicken. They look not fun, like they're not having a good time, like every day was a rainy day. So I have to go into another app and increase the saturation manually to make the pictures look normal, lifelike. I don't love that. With that said, I have the iPhone. I have been overall enjoying it. I'll probably give it an 8.4 out of 10. Need some more action and performance from the camera to get to a 9, but it's been pretty good. I like it. Let me tell you why I switched. I had a Google Pixel 4 XL, horrible name, but awesome phone. It was tremendous. I had the best experience with it, but New Year's Eve 2020, my battery started getting shaky on me, and it only really worked when I plugged it into the wall. So I took that as the first sign. Then I went to the store of my phone carrier and I tried to get a Pixel 5. That's how good my experience was. Even though my battery failed after, I think, a year and change, I decided, let me upgrade. Let me get the next one. And then T-Mobile, my phone carrier, said, we don't carry it. We don't carry the Pixel 5. And I just thought, Google, how could you? How could you let me down? How could you not have the Pixel 5 be carried in T-Mobile? And I looked up at, the T-Mobile ceiling in Philly. I live in New York, and I wondered, what are you telling me? This is a sign. 2021, time for new things. And I switched things up. I switched teams. Blue Bubble Gang, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hello. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. So I'm on Team iPhone now. I'm enjoying it. That's the breakdown of Android versus iPhone. I'm Daniel Omach. This is The Freestyle. Talk to you next week. Peace.